particularly in the Human Rights Council, and will continue blocking efforts by the Palestinian Authority to have observer status in various parts of the UN. The first bill I managed as chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, and the first bill to pass by the Senate this year on a bipartisan basis, was the Strengthening America's Security in the Middle East Act, Senate Bill number 1. This bill authorizes important military assistance to Israel and extends important sanctions against Syria's brutal dictator and his friends and financial backers in Iran and Russia. S1 not only authorizes at least $3.3 billion in military assistance to Israel per annum through 2028, but also the transfer of precision-guided munitions to Israel to help it defend the sovereignty of its borders. The legislation also had another important provision, one you all know about, and it was to protect Israel from discrimination by empowering state and local governments to counter anti-Israel economic boycotts. The scourge of anti-Semitism has no place in the world, let alone in the United States Congress itself, and we must do everything we can to confront it. Bipartisan support for Israel remains strong in the Senate. It used to be true for all of Congress, but as of late, anti-Israel rhetoric has taken hold in the House of Representatives. For the many years I have been in office, we have always been closely aligned with Israel and the Jewish people. And I assure you, it is the U.S. Senate and my colleagues and I are friends of Israel and continue to support peace and stability in that region. Right now, S1 has been languishing in the House of Representatives. It is a disgrace to see this bill has been taken hostage by junior members of the House of Representatives who do not appreciate America's alliances and the need for friends in the world and in the Middle East in particular. I have been astonished that a handful of young new Democrat members could control this. The tail is wagging the dog. If you have Democrat friends in the House of Representatives, and I hope that you do, tell them to stand up and tell these ill-informed obstructionists that enough is enough. Let the anti-BDS legislation go. Make no mistake, we're entering into a new period of international rivalry, and this is especially true in the Middle East. Many in Congress have been slow to recognize this growing competition, and still others would rather the United States remain on the sidelines. In a far more competitive and unstable world, it is critical that the United States regain the competitive edge needed in this century, and that also means relying on our allies to make our team stronger. In the Middle East, the United States has some transactional partners, but few allies, especially strategic allies that share our commitment to common values like democracy, human rights, and the rule of law. In fact, our truest ally and friend in the Middle East is Israel, with whom we share these very values. Given the great power competition that is building in the world again, the special relationship between our two nations is important as ever. Through our 70-year relationship the United States and Israel have cultivated an incredible bond. We have worked together closely in the realms of economics, business, science, research, and innovation. We've remained committed to maintaining strong security cooperation and upholding Israel's qualitative military edge. Like you, I'm committed to move forward, and I'm honored to fight alongside of you to continue in that quest. God bless America, and thank you for having me here today.
Please welcome one of the